Alright guys, let me know in the comments if you think this is a Volvo, because I'm pretty sure it's actually a Volvo. What's up guys, it's Drifts and Lifts here. Welcome back to the Drifts and Lifts Epic Volvo Drift YouTube channel. Tons of gravy everywhere today. Alright guys, so before I get started with this video, I want to let you know that I have my new t-shirt design up for sale on the Drifts and Lifts store. So if you want to support the channel, keep me going with these projects and, you know, allow me to make better videos for you guys, great way to support the channel is buying some merchandise. So we got it up on the store right now. The link to the store is in the description of this video. We're trying to get it on hats, but Teespring keeps on being finicky about the design. So I got to tweak it a little bit more for the hats. Those are going to be coming out soon, but I want to let you know that the t-shirts and hoodies and stickers are good to go. So here's the design right here. You can cop those right now. All right, so let's get into this video, guys. We are at a junkyard in Kelowna, BC. I've actually been to this junkyard a few times. This is a couple hours away from my house. So we got a couple of cool cars in here. I was pulling some parts off them. And I found this blue wagon here. So this thing is actually insanely clean. Really sad to see this in the junkyard. If I walk around the car, it doesn't look like there's any rust. This color of car, man. Volvos came in a lot of different colors. Like I don't even know what the amount of colors you could get these cars in, but these are actually two of my favorite colors right here. Mainly this one, the light blue. I think it just looks really sick. If I had like a turbo manual in this color, that would be what's up. But yeah, it looks like there's not really any rust. It's a pretty clean car. It's the GLE 1987, so this had all the chrome trim on it and that kind of thing. Chrome door handles, chrome everything. Looks really sweet. It's got some custom roof rack thing, maybe not custom, maybe factory actually, who knows. But yeah, pretty cool car. Let's walk around to the front of it. It's a shame to see these in the yard because we all know it probably went in here because of some fuel pump relay issue or something silly like that. One of the coolest parts about this car is actually in here. We look at it as an M46 manual transmission. So most 740s that you see in junkyards aren't standard, at least in on this side of the globe. I know all you guys in Europe have a lot of standard transmissions, but this is actually really rare to see a standard in the junkyard. This car here has 399,000 kilometers on it. So this definitely would have had another, you know, with some maintenance, another 100,000 in it at least. But this is kind of usually the amount of kilometers I see these cars get retired at. But as you can see in the interior, it's actually pretty clean. This one had like the blue door panels and the blue dash as well. It also had the GLE seats, which always, as we know, like to fade into this weird like pea color. Definitely not the nicest looking color, but that's all right. It's got the crank sunroof, so that's kind of cool. It's an NA car, and actually the funny little detail about this car, it doesn't have, it obviously, as you see here, it doesn't have a turbo, but the funny thing was it had a turbo grill on it. So this grill, as you can see, this little turbo emblem, this would have came off like one of the earlier turbo 740s of 1984 to 86. So this car had that on it. Nothing really that interesting, but kind of funny. So yeah, that's pretty much this car. There's not a whole lot to it. It's sad that it's in the yard, but you know, people are gonna make good use out of it and pull some good parts off it. So not the end of the world. All right, let's bring ourselves over to this car here. Funny story about this car is did I own this at one point? No, I didn't. Oh, there you go, sweat sleds. This is for sure this car. So this actually, one of my buddies picked it up. He ended up selling it to another buddy, and it went through a bunch of hands, and I guess it got over to Kelowna here, so a couple hours away from my house, and clearly some kid did not know how to keep it running or something like that. So it's in the yard now. As you can see, sweat sled. So this was a, well, this was in the Drifts and Lifts community at one point. But yeah, this color of car, really sick. I don't know what I would rather choose. Let me know in the comments if you guys could only choose between these two colors, what one would you pick? Because that would be a really tough choice for me. So yeah, it has the window tint. I'm pretty sure my buddy Dawson Goody did that when he owned it. Which trolley do you guys need? Oh yeah, no, you can take that. Yeah, sure. Here, one sec. All right, these guys just need to trade trolleys with me. All right, so where was I? Yes, window tint 740. So this one's a 1989, actually an LH 2.4 car. So as you guys know, 89 was the only non-turbo year for the 740s that they had LH 2.4. Then in 1990 they went to Regina, and in 1988 they had LH 2.2. So this is that one-off year that had the quad front end on it with the LH 2.4. So kind of interesting. Let's take a little walk around this car. Let's take a look in the interior. It is it's a non-turbo automatic. Oh yeah, look at this. The seats are all gutted out and it's all spray painted black in there. So this was owned by some shithead kid at one point. We all used to be that shithead kid at one point, you guys know. He actually cut up the stock steering wheel to make it look like a racing wheel, which is kind of funny. But yeah, black paint. It's kind of like, oh yeah, never mind. It's not much of a window tint. If you look at that, that's actually like, I think that's spray paint on the insides of the windows. So that's pretty funny. Spray paint window tint does the job, I guess, on a beater old Volvo like this. But yeah, this car actually like was lowered at one point, and then they took it off roading and just a bunch of bullshit. It really didn't get treated that well. And this one's a GL, so it's not a GLE. In 1989, they didn't actually have a 8-valve GLE. The GLE turned into the 16-valve in North America. So a little bit of a difference. Yeah, so that's actually it for 740s in this yard. I don't know if you guys want to see maybe some S70s or something. I know we're all into 740s mainly. But here, let's just take a look at this just because it gives you an idea of what's in the yards here in Canada. Oh, you know what? This is actually a really cool car. I didn't even know it. So this is a 98 S70 and it is a T5. So this is a T5, which means it would have white injectors and all that good stuff. And not only is it T5, but it's actually a manual transmission. So this one is a M56, I think it's called. So it's a 5-speed. From what I know, these trannies hold quite a bit of power if you're souping these motors up. So yeah, this is an actual T5 model. So this has the 16T turbo and the white injectors on it. So kind of cool. These are actually probably pretty quick cars from the factory. They made 240 horsepower, I believe. On like, 14 pounds of boost or 12 pounds or whatever, inline 5 motor. If I was gonna do a swap on a 740, I'd be looking for a motor just like this, the 2.3 liter inline 5. Luckily, if I do ever wanna do that, they're pretty plentiful in the yards here. So that's about it, guys, for today's episode. What do we got over here? Oh, we got something interesting. Oh, an old FB RX-7. Okay, you don't see these in the junkyard too often. It looks like mainly at this point it's just a shell. Someone had fun with it at one point. It said rotary on it. It was enthusiast owned. But yeah, it looks pretty beat. Looks like a lot of people have just taken parts off it for the most part. Look at that steering setup. That's really interesting. That's a weird one. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not really gonna look much at it. But let's see, do we got anything down here? Mark II Volkswagen. Yeah, just some Volkswagens over here, so nothing too important. That's pretty much all the interesting Volvos in the yard for today, guys. Mainly wanted to make this video to show you guys this super clean blue wagon and let you know that I have new merchandise out. So thanks guys for supporting me on my YouTube journey so far. So we're almost at 50,000 subscribers. This is starting to get to the point. I'm 25 years old. I don't have a job currently. I'm like, okay, well, this YouTube thing, it's starting to pay a little bit. And I love making videos for you guys. I love drifting Volvos. And I kind of want to keep going with this. So you guys' support is the reason I'm able to do that. So I can't thank you guys enough. All right, so we're gonna head out now. Gotta head back home, couple hours. So a bunch of cool stuff to come for the channel. I'm gonna get a motor for Samuel. I'm still looking for one. I'm fixing Edna's differential right now, as you guys saw, so that's gonna be done in a couple days. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, we have an October 20th. I signed up for a drift event, so I'm gonna be bringing Miss Huff to that. On the 30th, we have another crazy drift event, and hopefully be getting these ITBs soon. So if you guys buy more merch, that's gonna help me get closer to those ITBs, is all I'm saying. Anyways, so I think I'll leave you there, guys. Like and subscribe for corn-fed Volvo beef. Peace out.